What's up, YouTube? We're going to be going live on TikTok also here in a second. When I talk about links in description, links in bio, etc., I mean link in description for anyone watching on YouTube. But we're going to go over some charts today. We're also going to look at Dokuan just came out recently and announced that he is his plan to repay is basically the way I take it, and his plan to do other things. And he also announced that Luna is dead. So we'll get into all that. Just stick around. Just going live right now on TikTok and YouTube. Just going to let some people roll in before we get going. Should just start in a minute or two. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Check out that link in description. That's for all my must-have crypto resources. I don't know why I did this, but they really are. They make the page. They're fantastic. What's up, Petra? We're going to look at some charts. We're also going to look at some Luna UST news and some things that Dokuan has said. You're going to want to hear that if you're at all interested in that subject. But you know the drill. As soon as we get to 100 likes, we will get rolling. We will get rolling as soon as we get to 100 likes. Going live on TikTok and YouTube. Monday through Friday, noon Pacific Standard Time. Usually Monday through Friday. Sometimes take a day off. I know we're getting to summer. I'll probably take a few more days off because it's morel mushroom season. I got to go get me some morel mushrooms, baby. Ooh, there we are. We're well over 100. All right, let's get rolling. Daily Crypto Bull across all the socials. I like to start every stream by looking at this. This is the lifetime chart of Bitcoin. As you can see, we go up real big and down real big. Up real big, down real big. Up real big, down real big. Up real big, and we're in this down real big time. These blue lines here are Bitcoin halving events. If you don't know what those are, when these events happen, they happen about once every 4 years. The amount of Bitcoin that can be mined every day gets cut in half, hence halving. Here's the next one in about March 2024. As you can see in this period between the blue lines, which we're in right now, we go into a bear market. And then when the halving happens, we start going up pretty significantly, right? Back here, we actually started a little early, started almost a whole year early, really here. And I think that would be kind of the thing we have going on here. Plus, we have the Ethereum merge coming up whenever that happens. But let's dive into another piece of news I want to look at. Check this out. Maybe I'll save this for a little bit. We'll probably have some more people rolling on here. I'll save that Dokuan thing for a second. Let's go to, oh, look at this. Look at this. When I pull up the Luna USDT pair on TradingView for Binance, it doesn't exist. Oh my goodness, that is sad and shocking and all these things. So what are we on? We're in the 2-hour chart here. We're taking a look at Bitcoin. We've had a nice bounce. It came all the way down here from about 28.3. Let me actually zoom out to like the weekly. We're going to draw a new fib line real quick, one that I hadn't really drawn before because I didn't really consider it. So let's draw one here live on the stream and see where these Fibonacci lines end up. We'll probably go from back here, December 2018. Maybe we go from here. Let's just take a look. Maybe we draw them both. Let's draw the fibs real quick. We'll go from here up to the very top. Boy, that came down. Yeah, we're going to stick with that one. But check this out. Let's zoom in again. Check out these fib lines right here. It came down here and tapped this pretty accurately. But you know what? I'll bet. I'm going to go back to the weekly real quick. I will bet that if I draw a new fib box right here, I'm going to delete this one. Well, no, I'll keep it there. We'll draw a new one real quick. See if we can see where we're at here. We'll go from here. We'll go up to, crap. Let me delete that. Pull this down. Let's try that again. See if we can figure out where Bitcoin can go to. Go from here to here. Right there. Let's zoom in on the 4-hour. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Look at that. Interesting. Very interesting. So these Fibonacci boxes right here, it came down and tapped them pretty nicely. The old Bitcoin. Interesting. 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 Let's pull that over. Wow, wow, wow. You think we hit a bottom? I actually don't think we have. And just drawing these Fibonacci lines right here live on the stream, you see that we came down to this golden pocket area. I still see lines down here at, boy, that's at almost 18,000 and that's at 17,000. Whew, wow, we Well, there's a chance we could get down to that. Let's dive into this Dokuan news real quick. All right, Luna UST. Maybe you're sick of hearing it. I don't know, but there is an update I wanted to go through. Check this out. Dokuan's proposed Terra revival puts UST and Luna holders in charge. So what does he mean by this? I made a YouTube video on this too that I just posted about half an hour ago if you want to check that out. The revival plan just submitted today, literally, and this is really new, right? So there's not a lot to it, but about an hour ago since this posted, his revival plan amounts to restart the entire Terra blockchain. The network ownership getting distributed entirely to UST and Luna holders through 1 billion new tokens. What I also want to show is here's his proposal. Kwon, what he said, even if what did he say? He basically said Luna's dead. He admitted it. God damn it with all these ads on this effing page. All right, where did he say it here? Kwon created his experience, eventually capitulated, was liquidated, blah, blah, blah. Network's dead holders compensate. Where did he say that? He said it. He basically said it's dead. He conceded. Where did it say he conceded? Anyways, he basically here in this article is saying, and through his own words, saying Luna's dead and our revival plan is to literally start a new chain, and they would give the 1 billion tokens that they would create to UST and Luna holders. These ads are just making this very hard to show this to you. Good God. But that's really interesting. Would I want a piece of that? I don't know. Thanks for all the follows coming in, by the way. Hit that follow if you haven't, wherever that thing is at. Yeah, Luna's interesting. So that's what's going on there. Control F. What does that do? I have a Mac. Does that matter? Control F, nothing really seemed to happen. Maybe Command F. Oh, that's for highlighting things. Anyways, that was that. Let's go back to the charts. I just wanted to show that to you because I came across it. So it seems like Dokuan is planning on launching another coin. God damn it. But I don't know if I'm going to want any part of that. What do you guys think of that? I think Chainlink is solid investment long term. I do. I don't know if I'm buying it right now. But let's take a look at Ethereum. Let's take a look at the old Ethereum. Ethereum, look at how nicely this came down. Look at how it tapped right there at the bottom of this golden pocket right here. And now we've had a nice bounce. I feel like we have some space to go. I feel like it could go up to maybe almost 24,000 is kind of what I'm thinking. But I don't think we've seen the bottom yet. I really don't. I don't know when it's going to go lower, but I just don't think we've seen the bottom. To search concede. Oh, I see, Michael. That's why. Because that is the word he used. I don't know why. It's not a long article. I don't know why. Oh, there it is. Here it is. He concedes that the Terra ecosystem has experienced total collapse. So apparently where did he say this? Was it on Twitter? Either way, he's quoted as saying this. So that's that, if anyone was wondering. Nope, fools me once, fool me twice, shame on me. Yeah, I'm not going to mess around with it either, but I understand some people would want to make maybe some quick money, potentially. As soon as people get their new tokens, it will all dump again. Keep the faith, token burn. Okay. Yeah, probably. Dead cat bounce to Skywalker. Michael, that's rough. Yeah, I mean, he came out. This all happened this week. This is just crazy. But we do have this bounce going on with Ethereum. A lot of things have bounced. Some things, like, let's go to ApeCoin. Like, ApeCoin went up a metric F ton, right? It was down here at like $5 and it bounced up, which hit right here at this resistance. And this is where I think Ethereum's going to get to, this little area. But yeah, it bounced from from 5 to like almost $10. So it went, hey, thank you for the confetti. That's awesome. Appreciate that. And if I'm not getting to all your comments, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just looking out here on my screen sometimes, and so I'm not looking at my phone screen. But yeah, ApeCoin went up quite a bit. Now it's sitting at, looks like about $8.80. Oh, damn, a lot of roses coming in. Jay Castellan, thank you, buddy. Tim Cook throwing out a rose too. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you so much. I appreciate the love. I feel it every time. I really do. Great content. Keep it up, bro. Are you waiting for Bitcoin to hit a certain level to find bottom? It says user and a bunch of numbers. Thank you for all the roses, Castellan and Tim Cook. Thank you, Castellan. Hey, bro, keep up the good work. Thank you. Appreciate that, man, really. Okay, what was that question? You wait for Bitcoin. I do. I'm buying at certain levels. I'm certainly in levels that I'm buying. I bought down at 26. I bought at 28, and I'm not opposed to buying more at 30. But we all only have so much cash to use, and my thesis is we're going to go down lower here eventually. So in a bear market, patience is really valuable. It really is, and it's cool. It's good because you have time, right? When you have patience, you can go kind of stir crazy. Let me look at you. When you have to be patient, you can go kind of stir crazy because you're like, go up, go up, go up. But what you can do is you can actually spend your time researching things and studying them and watching. You can just chill and relax. And when things hit certain levels, then you can plan things out because you have time. And if you watched the video I put up on TikTok today, my current thesis is every buying decision I make is based on where I think the price is going to be in April 2025. Because I think that will be roughly when the top of the next bull market happens. And it's not just some number I pulled out of my butt. The Bitcoin halving is in March 2024, and typically the bull cycle that accelerated bull cycle lasts about a year. So April would be 1 month after the Bitcoin halving, 1 year and 1 month. So I'm looking at roughly that time frame, and everything I look at now, I'm not looking at it for the price it is today. I'm looking at it for the price I think it will be. And I think it's pretty, in my opinion, conservatively, Bitcoin should be at least $100,000. I feel like that's very conservative. I feel like Ethereum will be at least $10,000 because, again, we have the Ethereum merge coming up too. So that's another thing in buying these types of things. The Ethereum merge is a wild card, because it's going to be a strong catalyst. And we don't know exactly how big of an effect it's going to be, but I think it should be a very big one. And if all of this lines up right, if we have the merge happen, we have the XRP case, the Bitcoin halving, the Bitcoin spot ETF, if we have all these things come together in this time frame, and it may all get started by the Ethereum merge, that would be pretty damn big. And plus you have the halving. So I'm looking at April 2025 as any sell point for me and it'd be short-term selling because I'd just be selling highs and doing the same thing we're doing right now, waiting for the bear market to buy back in at my prices. Is my idea subject to change? Yes, but that's my current thesis, and I feel like it's generally pretty solid. And I think most people you would speak to that have been around for any amount of time would not really have a strong disagreement with this strategy. People are saying there will be another bull run. There will be, but I don't think it'll be for a while, because if you look at the general macroeconomics, the environment, everything the Fed and the powers that be are doing is to raise the value of the dollar, the buying power of the dollar, meaning the inverse relationship to assets, crypto, stocks, real estate, gold, etc. As they raise the value of the dollar, all those assets are denominated in the dollar. So if the value of the dollar is going up, those assets that are denominated in the dollar need to go down. Now, most of the time, assets are going up, the dollar is going down, but sometimes in times like this, they have to really shift course and they have to really push the dollar up because the value of it's went down too much. Inflation. So they really got to handle inflation, and they're doing an effective job of it so far because the dollar is going up compared to other currencies pretty well. So, but I think they're going to have to keep doing that for a while, meaning I just see assets getting pushed down further and further. And the first thing people are going to sell, one of the first things, early on the list anyways, is crypto, because it is a more speculative asset. It is less established than, say, stocks, certainly than real estate, certainly than gold and silver and precious metals, even bonds and other commodities, because oil and wheat and stuff like that. Crypto is, if anything's going to take a hit, crypto is one of the first ones to take a hit currently. But when times are good, it also has the biggest gains of anything. So you got to have both. There's the good and the bad with it. When times are good, it goes up more than anything. When times are bad, it goes down more than anything. Jeeper says, love the plan. Same. I mean, I feel like it's a can't lose plan. And I don't play things to not lose. I play to win, and I feel like it's a very winning plan. Is it going to be the most ultimate best decision, best outcome imaginable? Probably not, because how could you possibly do that? But I feel like it's a very winning plan that has, in my opinion, no doubt, not a very, very extremely minute fraction probability of having a downside at these prices and where I think it's going to be. Thoughts on Crow coin? I would more talk about Crow as a project. You know what I mean? As a company. And I think Crypto.com just, right, they're just going to keep onboarding people. FTX is just going to keep onboarding people. But Crow and FTX are making some really strong plays. Let's look at some more. Charts. What else you guys want to look at? Throw something up. Well, you said Crow. Let's take a look at Crow. By the way, we are only at 538 likes. Could you guys pump us up to 1,000 likes? 88 people on here. I'm willing to bet you can do it in a matter of like 10 seconds. Pump that sucker up to 1,000. Let's pull up Crow. Crow hit a bottom of about 16 cents, has bounced up to about 20 cents. So if you did get in altcoins back here, you've made a nice move. Again, it may go up more. I don't know. But we are in a general downtrend, no doubt about that. So if I'm buying anything like this right now, it is because I'm going to take profits because I think there's going to be a bounce. Oh, dang, we're at like 1,500, 1,600 likes, 1,700. You guys are flying them in big time. Appreciate you. You are awesome. That's for sure. So Crow, maybe we draw Lever Atlas showing these bullish divergences. Those did play out pretty well. You went from here to here. And then here to here, but will it go any higher is the question. We're kind of stalled out. I think there's a good chance things go higher. Like I could see Crow going back up here to like 24 cents, but that's going to be a strong resistance. But odds are we just kind of trade in a range for a while is my best guess. Let's take a look at someone asked about SHIB. We'll look at SHIB, but I got to tell you, straight up, like Shiba Inu to me is it might as well be a dead project. Like it seems so unlikely that it ever hits the all-time high again. Very. Lever Atlas showing the bullish divergence, right? Price going down, momentum going up. This level, this green line here, it went up pretty good. Called the bottom, so that's pretty solid. Shiba was down here at whatever number that is. Come up here again. I think Shiba's resistance is right here at this level, which is about whatever the hell that number is. 4 zeros and a 178. Let's see. Best crypto, Luna. What's up, Dave? Luna, do you guys really even want to? Luna's not even on here. Like I don't even know where I can pull it up. It's not on Binance. Check this. Oh, okay. They did bring it back up here compared to BUSD now. Luna is sitting at a frothy. Right now, I think Shiba Inu is worth more than a Luna. That is where we're at. Let's look at XPR. I don't even want to spend more time on Luna. If you guys just popped on, whoops, XRP. What am I doing? XRP. Dokuan has a plan for repaying UST and Luna holders. Will it work? I don't know, but he has conceded that the Terra ecosystem has experienced total collapse. The ecosystem, the entire ecosystem. So they have to start an entire new chain, and what they would do is they would give the 1 billion new tokens from their new chain to UST and Luna holders. So that's important. I thought that was pretty important to share. I saw someone asking XRP. We'll look at Phantom next. I saw someone ask for Phantom a bunch of times. Eddie, we'll get you. We'll do Phantom next. So XRP went down to 33 cents. Now it's at about 46 cents. Again, I think the strong resistance is up here around 50 cents for XRP. I'd be watching this. I wouldn't necessarily be making any moves right now from what I'm seeing. Maybe if we go to the 2 hour, maybe we can see something. Let's go to the 2 hour. Okay, Lever Atlas called that pretty good. We did print a top here. It's not a real high top, so I can see more room up here. I could see us going, again, to about 51 cents for XRP. That's where I see some really strong resistance. Let's go to Phantom. And again, I think for Phantom, its strong resistance is up here around 59.60 cents. We did print a top looking a lot like XRP there. Money flow is coming down pretty deep, obviously. Went all the way down to 23 cents. Wow, Phantom 23 cents to 43 cents. So if you were able to snag some alts down here, which was a risky move, no doubt about it, pretty nice bounce. Pretty nice bounce on the alts for sure. Is XRP still in court case? Yes, absolutely they are. They'll be in that for a while, it looks like. Litecoin, I don't want to look at Litecoin because Litecoin to me is a dead project. Free. I'm going to tell you that right, or who said that? Tony. I'm just going to say Litecoin to me is a dead project. It really, really, really is. Like, it's never gonna hit. It barely passed its all-time high in this bull run. Let's take a look at Kava. Kava, pulling up, Kava. Where we at? $1.30 was the bottom. Now I hit 230. That's a pretty nice move. I think resistance, strong resistance for it is just maybe $3. $3 is probably the strong resistance for Kava. But in the meantime, I'm watching because Lever Atlas just printed a red dot on the 2 hour, and we do have some price action down. So I think that we are going to go up higher, but I think that it may get stopped here around this resistance level for Kava. It'd be 3. Every chart you look at is going to have this little kind of blip in here of green and red, which is basically from this bottom of this red to the top of this green. Most charts you look at are going to have this little thing here, and that's probably where the strong resistance zone is. Thanks for sharing the video. Thanks for everyone following too. I see a lot of follows coming in. Mana, sure, let's take a look at Mana. Mana was down at 61 cents, bounced up to $1.16. So Mana has come all the way up to that strong resistance level. Mana had that's a really big pump. Mana went up like 100% from like 60 cents to almost $1.20. Ooh, wow. And that's basically goes for everything else. Wherever they went down to, I expect them to basically double from their bottom. Most things, not Ethereum, not Bitcoin, etc. But altcoins, true altcoins. Wow. Mana was down here at 60 cents. What was the high of Mana? Let's go to the monthly real quick. What was the all-time high Mana hit? Mana's all-time high was about $5.85, so just a little under $6. Let's go back to the 2 hour, and it went from, so it basically went down, it basically went down 90% since its all-time high. We already looked at ApeCoin. ApeCoin had a really nice pump, but ApeCoin, I'll pull it up one more time just to show this to you because it kind of did the same thing Mana did, where it came up to this zone right here, right? Every chart you look at, it's going to have this little zone right here that it looks just like this. It's getting strong resistance. Mana got strong resistance. I think a lot of other things might make it up to this point in their respective chart. But boy, yeah, about doubled, went from $5 to almost $10. Mana did basically the same thing. Will Bitcoin drop again? I don't think. Yes, I don't think that we've seen the bottom of Bitcoin and really anything yet. So let's take a look at GMT. You know, everyone always asks me about GMT with Steppen, but to me it's more about GST. Like, that's what I'm more interested in looking at because that's what you earn. Boy, that went down to like 82 cents, huh? Now up here, so I think it could come up a little bit more. I'm going to look at GST since I said that. GST's floating around 280. It came up to about $3. I'd like to see it come up here to almost $4. I think GST could do that. Plus, it's different because people are really using it. I'm using it myself, and I love it. So it's not something that I'm apt to. And plus, you have to use the token in Steppen, and more people want to get in Steppen. We do periodic Steppen activation code giveaways. If you click the link in the TikTok bio, that'll take you to my crypto resources page. If you scroll down a bit, I do a Steppen activation code giveaway every so often. I did one yesterday. I'll probably do one next week. Go ahead and join that to get entered in there. Check out the Discord too. I'm in there a lot of good people in there. Yeah, let's go back to the chart. But that's my crypto resources page if you want to look at some stuff. UMA. What is UMA? But just my general consensus is that overall we're just in a bear market, guys. Like, hoping to make money because coin go up is not a great idea. I actually make a lot of money. I made a lot of money in this drop here, not for UMA, but in Ethereum and Bitcoin. I made a lot of money when it went down. If you want to learn how I did that, click the link in the bio. Takes you to the resource page. This class right here, this free masterclass, teaches you how I get Bitcoin and Ethereum for free when the price goes down. But yeah, it looks like, I think you could see something like UMA come up to maybe this level here, somewhere around, $4.80. So there could be some room in there if everything moves like I think it's going to in the short term. Thanks for the rose there, buddy. Do I think Steppen will last? I think it's got a good legs to it. They have a lot of things that they plan on rolling out. Thank you, Monlo, for the rose. Thank you for several roses. Appreciate you. Seriously, thank you. Yes, are you on TradingView? Yes, I am on TradingView. Again, all my resources are here. Here's the link for TradingView. We already looked at UMA. Oh, what else? Matic. Sure, let's take a look at Matic. Now, someone in my Discord, Ronnie, he found something that said Facebook was going to use Polygon for their metaverse. Very interesting. But he couldn't confirm it, and I haven't looked into it. I saw it like 5 minutes before I went live here. So very interesting. I could see Matic coming up here to about $1. What's Matic, boy? Matic went down to 48 cents. It's pumped up to 75 cents. I could see it hitting about $1 and meeting some pretty strong resistance around there. Let's look up that Facebook thing. Meta Polygon. Meta launches digital collectibles on Polygon. Okay. Polygon reaches Meta's Instagram to support NFTs from Ethereum, Polygon, Solana Flow. I'm not seeing anything crazy there at the moment, so maybe that's definitely not confirmed. Well, we already looked at UMA. UMA did look like this though. Thank you for the rose. Will it break resistance? That's the question, isn't it? That is the question. I think a lot of things have a good chance to come up to about here. See this kind of zone here? This is a support resistance zone here, between here and here. Seems like most things are getting to about here. So I think this Matic could come up here to about 95 cents. That wouldn't surprise me too much. Thoughts on Meta here? I think Meta here is an interesting project. How do I set my screen up like yours? Here, click the link in my TikTok bio, and you're taking my resources page. You got to have TradingView. That's what this whole thing is. And then the indicator I have down at the bottom, this down here, is Lever Atlas, which is right here. All my resources, basically everything I'm talking about and everything I think people should be involved with that I feel strongly about is on this page. For instance, if you're in America and you don't have Voyager, I feel like you're crazy, or you just don't know about it. Because Voyager is like Crypto.com, like Coinbase, like FTX. It's a publicly traded company, and you get interest on your crypto. I get 9% on my USDC coin. I get 4.5% on my Bitcoin, 4% on my Ethereum, and I don't have to lock it up or stake it or anything. It just sits there and I get interest. A lot like Celsius, but Celsius doesn't offer that anymore. So if you're in America, use this link, use this code because you'll get free Bitcoin if you use this code, and start getting interest on your crypto, and at least start getting interest on your USDC coin, which is a stable coin always worth $1. I mean, come on. Now people are free. USDC coin, let me look at you very closely, because let's talk about stable coins for a second. All stable coins are not created equal. UST, you guys want to hear about UST? You want me to talk about it a little bit? I'm going to assume yes. UST was an algorithmically based stablecoin. So yes, it's pegged to the dollar, but what backs it is code. And really, the real underlying asset that backs it is Luna, because you were always able to redeem $1 of UST, one UST, for $1 of Luna, whatever, and you would get however much Luna based on whatever Luna's price was at. So that was a very flawed system, obviously. But USDC, like on Voyager where you get 9%, USDC is actually backed 1-to-1 with real dollars. So I don't know I think the market cap of USDC is around 50 billion. That means Circle, the company that makes it, actually has 50 billion real dollars backing USDC. That's an actual stablecoin. So when I'm over here talking about getting 9% on USDC, I'm getting 9% on my cash, because USDC is actually backed by real cash for every dollar. I hope that makes sense. The only ones that really do that are USDC, Paxos, and TUSD. USDT claims it is Tether, but we're not so sure if they're fully collateralized. Let's go back to the charts. You did miss XRP. XRP looks to me, it looked a lot like this. I think it's got room to come up. XRP did. Ganza, thanks for the follows coming in. USDC backed by real cash. Exactly. What state are you in? I'm in Washington. If you're in New York, you can't use Voyager because the Wall Street and financial cronies are blocking their New York people from getting from their competition. That's exactly what's going on, and I think the people in New York State should sue their government. I really think that. Where to stake USDC? Not set them. If you're in America, if you're in the United States, click click the link in my bio. It'll take you to my resources page. Scroll down a bit, Voyager, right here. Click this button, use this. If you use this referral code, because you'll get $25 in free Bitcoin if you use it. And you know what? If you don't want to use my referral code, fine, but use somebody's, because that's the only way you get the free Bitcoin, free $25 of Bitcoin. And you only get the free Bitcoin when you deposit or trade $100 of crypto. But you get 9% interest on USDC coin. So the first of every month, you get USDC coin just dropped in your account. Free Bitcoin, free Ethereum, Polkadot, Cardano, etc., because they pay interest on all of them. And to me right now, I have almost all of my stable coins in USDC sitting here on Voyager, because this is a publicly traded company. This is like Coinbase. This is like Crypto.com. This is that level of safety and security. I'm not sponsored by them, but I would absolutely accept a sponsorship from them, because look, I would do exactly what I'm doing now. I promote them all the time because I feel very strongly about it, and it's literally where most of my crypto is. What of USDT? USDT claims it's backed 1-to-1, but that's the thing, is I don't think they are. I think they're mostly collateralized by dollars, but I don't think they actually have a real 1-to-1 backing. Have you seen Citi, Wells Fargo, BNY Mellon? Let me just look at you guys. Maybe we just talk, because generally all the charts are going to look like this, what we've been looking at here. So the question is it going to go up more? Is it going to go down? I think if you think out a little further, I think it's going to go down lower. And my strategy is to accumulate Ethereum and Bitcoin at certain levels. And then when I truly think we've hit a bottom, then I'll look at, say, XRP and some other like Sand and Gala and other things that I really like. I missed your thoughts on Luna. Luna is literally dead. Luna is literally dead. Dokuan himself says he concedes that the Terra ecosystem has experienced total collapse. That's from Dokuan himself. He just said that today. Luna is very dead, but what he plans on doing, watch the video I put up on YouTube. I'm Daily Crypto Bull on YouTube also. Plus, if you go to my resources page, this little play button here, and if you scroll down, there's like a YouTube thing. If you go to my bio, there's a YouTube button. Anyways, I went over this deeper, but what he plans on doing is he plans on making a new chain, basically, and he will drop there will be 1 billion coins in that new chain, and he will give them all to UST and Luna holders. Right here. But he just announced this today, so who knows if it comes to fruition, and do you actually want to be part of it? I don't know. Crypto Chick, I agree. Gala is fantastic. In this bear market, it's Ethereum and Bitcoin for me. And then the biggest sector I'm focusing on is blockchain gaming. Gala. Sandbox, Ultra, Engine for sure, probably Altura, Veracity, things like that. Johnny Jackie says just another crypto scam. It could be another. Dokuan. Before this, he did something called Basis Cash. Go watch my YouTube video. I just put it up today, like an hour ago. Go watch it. I go over all that stuff. Check it out later though. Emma seems to like the Crypto Chick Gala. Fist. Uma coin. We already looked at Uma Monlo. Tell you what, I'll pull it up one more time because you threw out a bunch of roses, so I'll pull it up one more time for Uma. Let's go to Uma USDT. What is Uma, by the way? So Uma was at $2 and went up to $3.50. I think it's possible to see Uma come up to here around $4.75. I think we could see that. But again, I think we are in a general downtrend bear market. So that's where I'm sitting with that. And so what is Uma? I do not know what that is. I can't do a review because I don't know enough about it. Monlo, thank you for the roses again, though. I don't know enough about Uma. Maybe I'll pull up Uma real quick. What is Uma Crypto? It's on Polygon, apparently. Universal Market Access is an optimistic oracle built for Web3. Okay, it's an oracle. Okay, well, that's interesting. Oracles are very needed. The main oracle that I focus on is certainly Chainlink, because that's what Chainlink is. It's an oracle, and it's like the oracle that most projects use, and it has such large network effects, and it's so damn effective and has so well respected and has such a great track record. It's just hard for me to see Chainlink not being the dominant oracle in the blockchain space. Do I like Kadena, Jasmy, Drip? I have a little bit in Drip still because I'm not putting more in, but I keep hydrating because why not? What am I going to do right now? So I'm just going to let it keep doing that, and maybe in a year or two, if it still exists, maybe it's really worth something. But right now, the only things that I'm buying are Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? I'm trading, right? I'm trading, which means I don't spend money. I just use my crypto to profit when price goes up and when it goes down. If you want to learn how to get crypto for free when the price goes down, click the link in my bio, go to my resources page and take this free masterclass here about how to get free crypto when the price goes down, and cash, and just profit period when the price goes down and up. Anyways, $1 million question, will Luna bounce back? No, borrow, it won't. Look at this. Dokuan, the founder, he literally said that he concedes that the Taro ecosystem has experienced total collapse. Dokuan has said it's dead. That's what he said. That is what he's saying. So it's done. It's done so. But he announced a plan to help out UST and Luna holders by launching a new chain, basically, and dropping the billion tokens from the new chain to UST and Luna holders. So watch for further news. He just brought this up today, like an hour and a half ago. Thank you for the follow, Ticker Talker. Are we expecting more dips soon? I'll say this. I don't think we've hit the bottom of the crypto market. I don't. I think there's going to be more nastiness. More projects need to be flushed out of the system. And that's literally what I mean. And from a macroeconomic view, it just makes no sense that crypto would go up because stocks are going down. Less people are buying houses. Assets are going down because the dollar is going up. One of the first things to bleed is crypto because it's highly speculative. It's less established. So whether that hurts your butt or not, that's the truth. I mean, I'm daily crypto bull. I'm so bullish on crypto long term, but I'm not gonna lie to myself about what the current status is. It's highly speculative. Is the current general consensus. It's way less established than everything else, generally speaking, in the world, and so it's one of the first things people are going to sell. So it bleeds the hardest. My stand in Bitcoin reaching 19K still stands. Yeah, I could see it going lower. I could literally, because let me pull up the let me show you something. Let's go back to Bitcoin real quick. So I drew these lines here. So I drew, oh, you suck. You know what? I'm just going to delete it. Screw it. Because I think this one's better anyways. Yeah, I like this one better. Look at this. So Bitcoin came down to almost exactly this golden pocket, right? Came down here, tapped 25, about 5, and now it's holding this as pretty strong support. So these Fibonacci lines hold up. Look at where the next Fib line is. Down here at 17. Does that mean it's going to go to 17? No, but there's a lot of runway between there, and these are the Fib ratios that I use. There are more Fib lines that would show up in between here, depending on which ones you use. But these are the ones I use. So I could see Bitcoin going to 17. I could see Bitcoin going to 10. And you know what? I'm excited about it. Because we'll be able to get, if we're patient, we'll be able because right now the Fed and everybody is, well, the powers that be, doing everything they can to raise the value of the dollar. So actually now is a really good time to be in cash, in my opinion. Because assets are going down as the dollar is going up. That's the way it works. So cash is the thing that's rising in value. If USDT pegs, Bitcoin will hit 10K. Yeah, I suppose, but I really don't think Tether will depeg. Do you like Sandbox? I like Sandbox, but the only thing I'm buying right now is Ethereum and Bitcoin, and I'm only buying it at certain levels. Everything else, I just expect everything to go lower. But I can't hate on it. Like, personally, I'm waiting on all the other alts. I sold all my alts a couple weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago. All my alts, all of them. Thank God I did. I'm buying Ether and Cardano. That's fine. Right now is the time in the bear market. Only buy things you truly believe in. You got to really look yourself in the mirror and make sure the entire drunkenness of being hyped up and into the ethos of a project is out of your system, and you can objectively look at things. And to me, the only 2 things I can really say with like me to like 100% certainty, Bitcoin and Ethereum are like the safest bets. And then I would say XRP's close. I also really like Gala. I also really like Chainlink and VeChain. And wow, I'm slipping. What is it? Gala and I don't know. What about Solana? I'd wait on Solana. I like Solana. I think it's got a lot of power behind it. You know, Sam Bankman-Fried and all that. But I just, not at these prices. I think it's going to go. I think things, because Bitcoin, say Bitcoin goes down to like 20, 15, maybe even 10. So that would be 10 would be about an 85% drop for Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes down 80, 85%, all the alts, Ethereum aside, will go down like 95+%, which is much lower than where they're at now. And that is what I think will happen. Patience is a virtue right now because there's no rush. There's just no rush. There's just not. There's no rush to get into anything right now. And I don't think there will be for a while. No rush. Let the bull market and the speed and the hype and the rush diminish in you, and be patient. My opinion. Thank you for all the follows coming in. I'm going to say it again. The Fed and all the powers that be are putting everything they have into increasing the value of the dollar, increasing the buying power of the dollar, lowering inflation, which lowers the value of assets. So it's a good time to be in cash. And if you can get interest on your cash, that's a extremely strong position to be in. If you're in the United States, click the link in my bio. Go to my resources page. Open a Voyager account. It's free. It's an app. This is like Coinbase. This is like Crypto.com. This is like FTX. It's a publicly traded company. It is that level of security and etc. Use this code too. You'll get some free Bitcoin. But I'm getting 9% interest on my USDC coin. I'm getting 4.5% on my Bitcoin, 4% on my Ethereum, and it's not staked or locked up. Like, hear me. If you are in America, get a Voyager account. I'm not sponsored by them. I made my mom get one. I made my partner, I made her get one. I made everybody I know get one because it's just the best thing out. Is it perfect? No. Is anything perfect? No. But it is a fantastic place to have your crypto. And it's great to buy and sell crypto there too because there's no fees when you buy and sell. So you get more crypto for your money and you get more money for your crypto. 9% on my USDC coin. I mean 9% on my cash. And USDC is not UST. USDC is actually backed by real dollars. Real $1. For every USDC coin, there's a real freaking dollar backing it. It's the same as cash. And cash value is going up. Get interest on it. And then just wait. Be patient. And then buy stuff at your levels. These are my opinions. It's my strategy. You do you. Not financial advice. I'm just speaking to myself because I can see myself here and I'm talking to myself trying to not make any silly decisions. What about Spell? Why would I want anything to do with Spell? In this bear market, what you tell me, why would anybody care about Spell right now? Why would anybody care? Of all the things in the world, of all the cryptos, why would I look at Spell? This is what you need to do. You need to look yourself in the mirror and say, why? Why this one instead of Bitcoin? Why this one instead of Ethereum? Let yourself sober up. Get out of the hype and the drunkenness of these projects and the ethos and everything they put in your head. Look yourself in the mirror and go, why would I pick this over Bitcoin? Why would I pick this over Ethereum? Good luck. If you got a good answer, I'm willing to hear it. Not just spell, anything. At this point where we're at in this bear market, why would I buy anything over Bitcoin or Ethereum right now? Why? If this is your first time around in a crypto cycle, you will be effing shocked at how many projects you were so convicted about that literally disappear. And we got a lot of time to go here. You think Terra Luna's the last? It may be the most impactful based on how much was lost and how quickly. That's the biggest thing that's ever happened in crypto on the negative side. But if you don't think that sets the tone for what else is coming, you should really look around a bit. In my opinion, you guys come here to hear my thoughts. These are my thoughts. I think Matic has a very good chance. But again, would I rather buy Matic than Ethereum right now than Bitcoin when I think everything's going lower? And the only reason I'm buying Bitcoin and Ethereum, because it's extremely hard to picture a world where those two aren't winners. At least in the next 3 years. Because everything I'm looking at April 2025. I think Matic will still be here. But if I have to bet my life on it, which one between Ethereum and Matic do I think has a stronger chance of being here and hitting all-time highs in April 2025? Ethereum. Polygon Matic only exists to support Ethereum. I'm willing to listen. Did you get wrecked using Anchor Protocol? I did not. I had money in Anchor Protocol, and on Monday, when I saw it hit 98.5 cents, when I woke up in the morning, I thought, oh, I'm getting my money out. I don't know what's going on there, but I'm not messing around, and I pulled it out. Thank God I did. And if you were on my live stream on Monday, I told you the exact same thing. If you're in my Discord, I told you the exact same thing. If you follow me on the socials, I told you the exact same thing. Speaking of that, go follow me on the socials. Go join the Discord. Link in TikTok bio. Takes you to the resources page. It's all there. ETH is trash? Question mark. I don't think so. Mana. Crypto V. I don't like peeking through an eye. That's interesting. Dip is happening, in my opinion, right now. What's up, Bugsy? Bugsy's a pretty active Discord member. Let's look at it. We were just looking at it. I don't think there's a dip. Did I just pull this thing down? Oh, I hate it how that happens. So I got to redraw this. Let me. Oh. Oh, you sucker. Delete. I'm going to draw this again right now. Check this out. I'm going to draw a live Fibonacci line. It's going to go from here to up there. Let's pull that up. I can't see it very well. I'm going to zoom in a bit. Let's go draw a fib line. You're going to see how this stuff plays out. We're going to go from down here. Yeah, we'll go from down here to up here. Now let's zoom in. Look at that. Look at that. Look at how nicely Bitcoin hit these lines here. Now this is the next significant resistance level, about 32,000. I think Bitcoin's going to make its way to 32,000. But I think we're going lower. Look at this big gap here between these. Now these are the fib lines I use, right? So I think Bitcoin's got a good shot at hitting 17. Hell, I think it's got a good shot at hitting 10 if things go really nasty. What's your strategy buying Bitcoin and Ethereum? Wait until alts bleed. The alts have nothing to do with my decisions with buying Ethereum and Bitcoin. So these levels here, right? Bitcoin hit this level, I bought. Ethereum hit this level, I bought. Because this is insane. Do I have cash sitting around still? Yeah, I do. Am I putting it all in right here? No, because I think it's going to go lower. But in the 20s, you can't hate anybody for buying in the 20s. That is for damn sure. In my opinion. My opinion. Thanks for the follows. I just put up a TikTok video about part of my bear market strategy, which is buying at levels. And everything I do is based off where I think the price is going to be in April 2025, because I think that will be roughly the top of the next bull cycle. This one will hit 12,000. It very well might. Luna, these people don't need to stop talking. It's dead. Yeah, it's dead. But some people are still holding it, and they're wondering, God, am I going to get saved? Does it have any chance? And no, you don't. Although Dokuan may launch a new chain and then drop the coins to UST and Luna people, which I think those people will immediately sell all of it. So we'll see. Wait, do you think it's going back to mid-20s? Absolutely. I think it's going lower than that. I think it's going to go under 20s. That's what I think. Tomorrow, is it going to happen tomorrow? No. But I think over the course of the next 6 months, I think we're going to see things go a lot lower. And you're going to see some projects you thought were great literally disappear. Look at Luna. Happened to Luna. You think your little project, whoever you are, I'm not talking to anyone specifically. I'm saying look yourself in the mirror and go, Luna, look what happened to Luna. It got crushed in 2 days. It was a top 10 project. Crushed in 2 days. Do you think your project is really that strong? Wake up. Talking to myself here too. These are the sobering, hard things that happen that snap us out of our drunken stupor of the bull market. I like Sandbox, yeah. I like Sandbox. But I'm not buying it right now. Although, I don't know. No, I'm not buying any alts. I sold all my alts 2 weeks ago. 2 or 3 weeks ago, whenever that other side land sale was. Because I sold all my alts to fund all my KYC'd wallets, and I didn't get one piece of land. And then when it came down to it, when I had the stable coin sitting there, I had sold my ape right after. I didn't get any of the land. I sold it immediately after because I knew ape was going to go lower. And I'm sitting there with my stable coins, and I'm like, all right, let's buy the alts back. And I thought, wait, do I really want to do that? I go, no, because I think we're in a bear market and we're going to go lower. So I bought some Ethereum and Bitcoin, and then I've just had the rest sitting in USDC coin. And USDC coin getting me 9%. If you're in America, you can get 9% on your USDC coin also. USDC is actually backed with $1. It's not an algorithmic stable coin. Every USDC coin you see has $1 behind it. And that's the one that actually the big powers that be back. They actually are invested in. So it's as safe as it comes for stable coins. What price Bitcoin will be? Who knows? I'm almost certain it goes under. I'm almost certain it goes to 21, but I think it could go as low as 10 because of the greater macroeconomic landscape. Crypto, Bitcoin has never seen a macroeconomic landscape like this. It's only existed in basically a bull market. It was created after the crash in 2008, but it was created in 2009. So it's only been in a bull market. Now, this is different. Alts rebounded hard. It's frustrating. I don't know much about Jasmy coin, and I don't want to. I'm not paying it, guys. I'm not paying attention to altcoins much. Not Jasmy coin. I mean, come on, look yourself in the mirror. Jasmy? Are you serious? Come on, we're in a bear market where it is straight up. Luna just got crushed in 2 days. You think Jasmy is something to pay attention to right now? Are you kidding? My opinions, just my opinions. I could totally be wrong. But I'm just trying to convey, come on. That's how I feel. You're here to hear my thoughts and opinions. I want to be transparent with them. But everybody, look yourself in the mirror. and go, do I really think this has a better chance than Ethereum or Bitcoin? Be honest. Let yourself sober up from the massive drunk binger you had in the bull market and all the hype ethos talk that was in your ear forever in the echo chamber of whatever projects you were looking at that you just think are going to take over the world. Wake up. It's not that easy. Coolest Internet says, put a stop loss if you so convinced by your alts. Yeah, sure, do that. Do something to protect yourself. Crypto Numeral says, laugh out loud, you rock. You rock. I can't afford a full Bitcoin ETH. Should we still invest into them? That's completely irrelevant. You can't afford you don't have to buy a whole one. You could buy $1 of Bitcoin or Ethereum. I just heard my robot vacuum moving around. But in my opinion, yes. What about other stables? Do you think the government coming after them? There's going to be some kind of stablecoin regulation. It's no secret that USDC is the chosen one. That's the chosen one. And I'm getting 9% on my USDC coin right now. Click the link in my bio. It will take you to my resources page. There will be a button for Voyager. It's a blue box with a white V. Go get 9% on your damn cash, please. If you're in America. If you're not in America, I don't know what to tell you. That's just the best thing I've found. BlackRock has stake in, well, you said YSDC, but USDC. Yeah, BlackRock. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's chosen. So does, I believe, many other companies. It will probably be the stablecoin of choice. You could even call it the CBDC. These are my opinions. But I'm not alone. Dollar cost average Bitcoin and Ethereum. Basically, I'm really doing it at levels. Different ways to DCA, right? Some people do it daily, weekly, monthly. I do it at levels. And I have a certain amount of cash, and I build up that cash as much as I can. I have it all in Voyager, getting me 9%. The entire power of the Federal Reserve and the government is putting everything they have into raising the value of the dollar. When the value of dollar go up, basically all other assets go down. Crypto, stocks, equities, derivatives, most commodities. Not oil though. Not necessarily oil. Not necessarily some food depending on the conditions. But crypto is one of the first things to bleed. And one of the hardest bleeders in a scenario like this. But this is the first time we've seen this macroeconomic environment in crypto. And I think crypto is going to get pummeled. And I'm excited about it because it's short term. It's temporary. We know the long-term direction of crypto, especially Bitcoin and Ethereum. And in a time like this, crypto is facing the nastiest environment it has ever seen. So, jazz me? No, in my opinion. Ethereum and Bitcoin, I don't know look what just happened to Luna. Guys, let that sink in. You think Luna, sure, it's one of the biggest things to happen, but look what happened. Do you think that your coin, your project is safe? The only things I see as safe are Bitcoin and Ethereum. That is it. And Bitcoin's the safest. And then Ethereum. So I'm buying both. But I buy more Ethereum because I think Ethereum is safe. And it's going to have a higher upside. My opinion's not financial advice. But give me a good argument. I'm open. Give me a good argument. Give me a good one as to why I'm saying is not sound. Give me, please. I'm open. Thoughts on Algorand? I don't care about Algorand right now because we are in a nasty global macroeconomic environment. One thing I do love though, if you want to talk to me about gaming crypto, yeah, let's hear it. Specifically because the environment we're in, particular games. Because the macroeconomic recession, etc., people are going to play games. They are recession proof. And that is a growing industry where people can use, they have to use the coin in the game. So it is an economy in and of itself that is completely irrelevant, completely disregard the rest of the world because it's entertainment. And you know, a couple days ago, I was watching CNBC, and they took up some polls of things people would be cutting if the dollar, if inflation keeps going up, etc., and things they've already cut. Number one thing was dining out was the number one thing. Subscriptions were on there, vacations were on there, just driving in general because they didn't want to pay more for gas. And there was another thing too, but entertainment was not one of them. Right? Not going on vacation, not dining out. I'm going to be even more interested in games and entertainment at home. That's the world. So if you want to talk to me about something in crypto, talk to me about blockchain gaming. Otherwise, it's Bitcoin and Ethereum only for me right now. Elon Musk pending buying Twitter. Is he buying Bitcoin? He should, but in my opinion. But listen, what he's doing with Twitter, it's classic purchase negotiation. Like for instance, in real estate, when you go buy a house, you make an offer on the house, and if it gets accepted, then you do an inspection as the buyer. He's doing an inspection on Twitter, and you do that so that you can find things. Well, first of all, you want to know what you're getting into, but you always find things. And you can go back to them and say, you know, I was going to pay you this, but I found this, and that in the inspection, so I can't offer you that much. This is probably what I can offer you now based on these things I found. That's what Elon Musk is doing. What's up, monkey? Probably drop 1K tomorrow. Be patient. I don't think that's a terrible idea, but be patient. In the bear market, be patient. Let yourself sober up from the bull market. Let yourself go through the hangover and sober up so that you realize, I got time, man. I got time. Things aren't going insanely fast anymore. If anything, they're going insanely fast down. There's no hurry here. I bought some Ethereum at 2,200, and then it leveled out, and then it dropped some more. And I'm like, oh. And then I bought some at 1,900, and I bought some Bitcoin at 26 and 28. I'm good for now. I'm going to sit back and wait and see what happens. There's no hurry. You're not going to get rich this year. Not going to happen. The bull market, the next Bitcoin halving, is in March 2024. Everything I'm doing right now is with the date April 2025 in mind. Because that should be about the top of the next bull market. Black Rand says he's not lying. Just relax and DCA in. I agree. And you don't need to buy every day. You don't need to buy every week. You don't need to do that either. Whatever you want to do, fine, of course. I'm doing levels. And I have a certain amount of capital. And I have it sitting in Voyager getting me 9% interest on my USDC coin, which is a real stable coin. UST was not a real stable coin. It was an algorithm. It was a piece of code. It wasn't backed by anything. It was backed by Luna. USDC is backed by real dollar bills, 1-to-1. So I'm getting 9% on that on Voyager because the Fed and the government and all the powers that be are doing everything they can to raise the value of the dollar, and it's working. This is the time to be in cash. Cash is usually trash, but right now, cash is king. Gods Unchained all day in gaming studios. I was very early investor in Gods Unchained. 2018, I believe. I bought a lot of Genesis packs of Gods Unchained. I still have a lot of Genesis cards from Gods Unchained. But that's a very interesting point. I think Gods Unchained will still be around. Absolutely. I sold all my gods, but eventually maybe I'll buy some back when it gets to a penny. Inflation is eroding your cash pile. You, sir, are not understanding what inflation is. I understand you're saying that. Yes, it was, but now it's not. Inflation most of the time is happening. And yes, these numbers coming out are high. But do you understand? Have you looked at the DXY? Have you looked at the actual chart of the dollar? Everything the Federal Reserve and the government are doing is to increase the value of cash. They're fighting inflation. So that means the dollar is becoming deflationary. And everything they're doing, have you noticed the stock market and crypto and all the markets going down? Do you understand the inverse relationship between the dollar and assets? The higher the value of the dollar, the lower the value of assets, because the assets are denominated in the dollar. I hope that makes sense. Right now is the time to be in cash, because these assets are going down and you're in cash so that you can buy them on deep discounts. And they're going to keep going down. The Fed is making sure of it. That's why they're raising interest rates. And starting June 1st, they're going to start buybacks. Well, I call them buybacks, I guess. But they're going to sell bonds, the bonds they own, and to suck cash out of the economy. They're lowering demand by raising interest rates, and they're lowering supply by selling bonds and sucking cash out of the economy. What does that do? Decrease demand. You're like, well, wait, that drops the value. No, not in this case, not at all. Decrease the demand for new cash. So that means they're turning off the faucet of money printing, and they're sucking cash out of the economy. They're sucking supply of cash out of the world, lowering the supply. What does that do? It makes cash more valuable. Study macroeconomics right now in this bear market. We have patience to buy things and hold and wait, But patience can make you go cabin fever, stir crazy. Use that energy to study, to research. When USD goes up, things become more Rixurbicis. Should I wait to convert USDC to L bonds? I don't have a suggestion for you. I'm in USDC on Voyager getting 9%. I'm getting 9% on my cash without having to lock it up or stake it. I can sell it, move it whenever I want. If you're in America, please, for the love of God, get a Voyager account. Click the link in my bio. It'll take you to my resources page. Right? Click the link. Take you to this page. Scroll down. Here's Voyager. 9% on interest. Plus you get interest on your Bitcoin and Ethereum and other coins too. Right? I get 4.5% interest on my Bitcoin, 4% on my Ethereum. And all that interest payment just gets paid to me on the first of every month. And use this code. You'll get $25 in free Bitcoin if you do. And you know what? If you don't want to use my referral code, you think this guy sucks? Fine. Use someone else's referral code. But you got to use someone's referral code or else you don't get the free Bitcoin. Renee, thanks for the follow. For me, I sold all my alts 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. All of them. Except for Ethereum, but I don't consider ETH an altcoin. I hope I've been very clear about how I feel right now about all of this. Because I don't know if other content creators and influencers and stuff are being as vocal about this as I am. Doesn't mean I'm right, but I'm at least giving a perspective that is different, is honest. But you wait. They're going to come to where I'm at. Is it an app? Yeah, it is an app. It's like Coinbase or Crypto.com. It's a publicly traded company. And to me, it's the safety and security level of Crypto.com and Coinbase. Publicly traded company, multi-billion-dollar company. But currently, you have to be in America to use it. BlockFi is something to look at. BlockFi, I should say that. Voyager has the best interest rates of anything. And speaking of BlockFi, people bring up the BlockFi card to me because that's another thing you should be doing, in my opinion. You should be, because you're going to be buying stuff, right? You buy groceries, you pay for your phone bill, you buy gas, etc. If you can get Bitcoin rewards back on your purchases, you should do that. Here's the card I use. I use this one. It's the Fold card. Fold card. It's the best, has the best Bitcoin rewards of any card out there. And it's free to get. It's not a credit card. It's a debit card. Anybody can get it. It's free to get. You don't even have to apply. I have a link for that in the resources page too. Click the link in the bio. Scroll down a bit. Here is here's the fold card right here. Take you to it. Join the Discord too. I'm in there a lot. We got a lot of good people in there. Come and join the community. I give away a step and activation code every so often too. I gave one away yesterday. I'll be giving away one probably on Monday. Check it out. Join the giveaway. And these are just all the resources. Here's the link for Voyager, right? TradingView, my DeFi guide, my free masterclass on how to get Bitcoin and Ethereum for free when the price goes down. Check it out. I mean, I have this resources page for a reason. Here's all my links to all my socials up here. Thanks for all the follows. Got my BlockFi credit card last week. Annual fee $200 BlockFi. The fold card's free. It's free. And I get almost 2.5% back on my purchases. And some purchases I get much more. Like, because Fold is also an app. Like, you can buy gift cards through the app. And one of the gift cards you can buy is Amazon. So when I buy a lot of things on Amazon. So I always buy an Amazon gift card through the Fold app first. And I get almost 7% back. 7% back on my Amazon gift cards. So I buy a $100 Amazon gift card, I get back about $7 in Bitcoin. If you can find me another one that does better than that, I'm switching. But I've looked everywhere. This is the best one. What's the name of the card again? It's the Fold card. Listen to me. Click the link in my bio. I spent so much time making this resources page. If you click the link in my bio, it will take you to my resources page. Scroll down a bit. Here's the Fold card right here. Just click this link. I don't even get a damn thing for this. But I put together all the things I think people should use, right? I got the Fold card down here. I got my Discord, my YouTube, my text message list, which is still free, my activation code giveaway for Step In. I got my shirts. Here's the ledger link, so you make sure you get a ledger and protect yourself. Here's where I trade crypto. Here's where I buy and sell crypto and get interest on my crypto. Here's TradingView, the thing we're looking at on charts, my DeFi guide, and then my free masterclass on how to get Bitcoin and Ethereum for free. Seriously, go over and check out my resources page. And here's all my socials. Because I spent a lot of time putting this together, and if it makes this page, it's a very good thing. It's something I use and highly endorse. Thanks for the follows. Bio link not working for me for some reason. Link on YouTube is redirecting elsewhere. Let's go to that real quick and see. Yeah, went to my resources page. Went to my YouTube page right here. So it should work. If nothing else, click or just look at that website, standwith.me/dailycryptobull. If for some reason the link isn't working. I don't know why it wouldn't be, because when I click it, here we go, right to the resources page. So I'm not sure what's going on there for you. Sorry, I'm just a little heated today. Because I feel like I have a really strong message today. I really want to be very clear with what I'm doing. I'm not making you do it, right? These are my opinions. I just want to make sure that you hear, because you come on here not to just hear me pick my nose. You want to hear my actual thoughts. And these are my real thoughts and what I'm really doing. And I just want to make it very clear. I am in complete accumulation mode of Bitcoin and Ethereum. And cash mode of getting as much interest on my cash as I can and buying my opportunities as they come along. And I think we're going lower in the next 6+ months. So I'm also being patient. I'm doing my research. I don't give a shit about any altcoins right now. I don't, because they're all going down. The best time, those go down more than Bitcoin and Ethereum do, even though Bitcoin and Ethereum are probably going to go down a lot. The only thing that is the exception to me is gaming crypto. And I don't mean Gala, I don't mean Engine, I don't mean those coins. I mean literal games, like Big Time. Big Time is one that I am very much paying attention to and I am invested in, because it's a real game that is out and it's fun. It's not play to earn. It's play and you can earn, but you're playing it because it's fun and it's awesome. It's like Diablo 2 and World of Warcraft. It looks great. It's not completely done yet, but early access has started and I will actually get access on the 17th. So what is that? 15, 16, on Tuesday. By Volt Inu, Lysergic, you know I like you. Why? Why in a bear market, when crypto is bleeding, and Volt Inu, which is clearly something that has something to do with the success of Shiba Inu, why in a bear, nasty, bleeding market would we get involved in Volt Inu? Go ahead and leave a good comment. To me, I've seen no reason to get involved in really anything. I don't consider ETH an altcoin. I don't. I think it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, and everything else is an altcoin. That game I was talking about, Big Time. Maybe I have it up here. Big Time. BigTime.gg. This is their marketplace. Look at what some of these NFTs are going for. You know, $85, $70, 4,400. I don't know if anyone's buying that. But they also have Space, which is their version of land, but it's usable in a real game already. I have an Exalted Small, paid more than that for it, but I'm completely okay with it. And these seem to actually be going back up, and I'll probably buy some more, because what you can do with these is you use these in the game. You don't use them yet in that early access, but you use them, and you can make NFTs in your space. You can forge, and so Exalted is the rarest type of space, so I'll be able to make Exalted NFTs and sell them in this marketplace. Let's just go to, weapons. So there's these different levels of weapons. The rarest that exists currently, I think, is Legendary, and that's going for 4,500. Now, I don't expect these prices to stick around, but I just see my space as literally like a business. Like, I can use my space and create Exalted, the most rare type of NFTs, and I can sell them in the marketplace and just have this being a cash flowing asset for me. And something that actually holds its value that I can sell in this game. It looks really fun, and it's developed. People are playing it right now. Like here, let me show you something. I like Big Time. Big Time Intel. My bad. I like Big Time Intel as a YouTube page for watching this stuff. Here, I'll show you some video quick. Oh wait, let's go home. But look at this. Look at that. That's a blockchain game. That's the first AAA blockchain game. Look at that. Look at this. Does that look like Axie Infinity to you? This is a real game. This is a real game. In the likes of Diablo 2 and World of Warcraft. This is a real game. And as you defeat these people, you get loot. And a lot of that loot can be NFTs. You'll also be able to earn Big Time Coin in this game, and that will be the only way to get Big Time Coin. And you'll use Big Time Coin to buy things in the marketplace, creating an economy that can't be affected by the Fed, that is entertainment-based. I'm very, very bullish on this. So I'm invested in this. And Ethereum and Bitcoin, and that's it. And cash. That's it. Explain the Exalted space. For Sofa King, I will. So in the game, you can't use space yet because the game is early access and it's not fully done, but you see it's pretty well along. What you'll be able to do as the game develops more, you'll be able to use your space, and like it's your own pocket universe, they call it, and you can you can use it to do all kinds of stuff. You decorate it and do all kinds of things. I don't know exactly what all you'll be able to do, but you'll be able to do a lot. One of the things you'll be able to do is you will be able to forge NFTs, which would be things like weapons and armor and other stuff like that, right? See how they're labeled down here? Rare, uncommon, legendary, epic. So Exalted will be the most rare. Are these prices going to stick around? I don't anticipate that at all. I try to be very conservative with what I do. But I feel that space right now, right? If I can sit here and I can make Exalted, the rarest level NFTs, like this, I bought it for more than double this, by the way. So I'm down currently, but I don't care. Because I think when I bought it at 2,800, that was a hell of a deal because I see this as an income producing asset. like a piece of real estate, but better, in my opinion. But it's called Big Time. I'm not shilling. This isn't a coin. I don't have a coin here, Lysergic. I don't have a coin. There's no coin. There's no coin. This is a game, right? If you want to come talk to me about the next version of Fortnite, am I shilling Fortnite? Think about it. I'm not talking about, what does Volt Inu do? This is a real AAA studio game that has spent years making it. The CEO is one of the co-founders of Decentraland, by the way. Like, I'm just saying, to say that I'm shilling this game is a massive misunderstanding by you. I'm not. This is a game. This doesn't even have to be crypto related. It's an evolution in don't even consider it crypto. It's an evolution of gaming. Do you think gaming is affected by the macroeconomic landscape? No. Is crypto coins like Volt Inu? Yes. It's a different place. And if you don't want to agree with me, fine. I'm probably being a little too harsh. I apologize. But I want you all to consider this. I don't get anything from this. There's no coin to sell you, no coin to pump. Not that I have the kind of influence that matters anyways to do anything for my own bags. I'm just sharing this with you. Do what you want. Go buy Volt Inu. Fine, go buy Volt Inu. I'm sure you'll be a millionaire tomorrow. I'm not going to go look at Volt Inu. The fact that they say .inu, Volt Inu, that they're trying to leverage off Shiba Inu, tells me they're completely unoriginal. I don't want to look at them. I'm trying to give tough love here today. Could I be wrong? Absolutely. But I want to be just very clear with how I feel today. It's Friday the 13th. I think things are going to get dirtier. And we really got to be real. We got to sober up from the bull market. Sober up. It's over. It's been over. We are in a bear market. It's a very different landscape. And if you haven't been here before, that's why I'm being so vocal right now. Because most of you probably, this is your first time around. You have to, everything you thought in the bull market, you got to literally do the opposite. Volt came out with a P2E game. I wouldn't say Big Time is a play to earn game. It's a game that you can earn on, play and earn. But let's look at Volt. Volt Inu. I'm sure the game is mind-blowing. Let's look. VoltInu.in. Game. Let's look at the game. Play game. Play game. Please connect your wallet. I don't want to connect my wallet. Yeah, I don't want to connect my wallet. I don't have to connect my wallet. No one has to connect their wallet to play Big Time. It's just it's a PC game that involves blockchain, but you don't have to use or connect a wallet or do any of that stuff. You can buy with a card. Volt migration. I don't love migrations. Hyper deflationary. I hate that they say that already. Staking, farming, stable. See, this is crypto, and I just don't want to be in altcoins right now. That's just me. That's just me. All this stuff, these are all DeFi tokenomics. Tokenomics are out the window right now. Big Time doesn't have tokenomics. It's just a game. But it has the ability, it has NFTs that you can use that are actually usable and vital in the game. And you saw the game. Let's see if I can find a Volt Inu. See if I can find a Volt Inu. Volt Inu game. Maybe there's some streaming of that. Is there anyone playing the game? Is it a game? Is this it?
If you're a Washington homeowner, 2022 is your last chance to go solar. In December,
the project now. What project are we gonna do here?
So looks like old school GTA style so far. Is this the game?
Ooh, I can't get my ass out of here. Oh shit, I'm stuck.
This looks like something out of PlayStation 1, which can be fine, but I mean,
Right,
think about this compared to what I just showed you with Big Time.
Right?
Like,
So,
I'm done already. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little hostile today. Axie Infinity. I think Axie Infinity is. I don't know, man. I don't know about Axie because Axie's a play to earn game. They got to make it more fun. I'm looking at Purchase Luna 1. It has pre-sale. Nah, I don't want to look into it. Crypto Tracker, right? Like I'm talking about a AAA studio game. The first one. And it looks really good. Did you see that? If you have any experience with gaming at all, you're like, oh, that game looks cool. Like a real PC competitive game. I hope Lysergic comes back. I think he left because he's been on here a lot. He's a good supporter. But do you want me to just like pat you on the back all the time, everybody? When times are like right now is real. I can't in good conscience like say yeah it could work. No, it is extremely unlikely that Volt Inu and many other things will even exist in a year or two. Straight up. What I like about Big Time is it's not a crypto thing. It's just a game that's evolving the gaming industry because it's doing gaming differently. Because people already buy and sell shitloads of skins. But now what it's doing, it's allowing you to actually own your skins and sell them and have space where you can make your own pocket universe, which is very vital and useful in the game. But you can also forge NFTs and sell them in the marketplace, and you can find big time coin when you go out and actually play the game. But it's not going to be something that you really probably get rich on. I'm in early, so I got the best shot, right? I got Exalted Space. I think in a year we're going to look at Exalted Space being this price and going to go, wow, I wish I bought it all, because it just looks so massively undervalued to me for something that's really here and ready to go, and a AAA studio game. Could it not work? Yep, it could not work. It can go to zero. I just like the probability of it doing pretty well, regardless of the macroeconomic or crypto landscape, because it is a game. Gaming, year over year over year, regardless of anything in the rest of the world, just goes up and to the right. More gaming going on all the time. The gaming industry up and to the right without deviation my entire life, regardless of anything else. Housing bubble, inflation, completely irrelevant. Stepping can go to zero. I'm in Steppin. Steppin can go to zero. I like Steppin, right? But I'm being real with myself. I'm saying Steppin can go to zero. Steppin's doing some cool stuff, but it's not a AAA studio game. Like it needs to add more gamification into it. Steppin does. I'm a big proponent of gamifying things because that's how you get people addicted. That's how you get me using it all the time. That's how you get me wanting to use it, wanting to be part of it because it's fun. Steppin, I wouldn't say it's fun. It's fun to earn, but it's just I'm moving to earn. Now, if you can gamify it and make it so that I just want to use it, maybe other components to it that aren't just earning that make me use it to do other things that I want to do, they got a ways to go. But I like the concept. But Steppin could go to zero. Gaming is disconnected with reality. It will go up no matter what. Tracker, you said it perfectly. Gaming has literally gone up and to the right my entire life. It has never went down because it's irrelevant to the rest of the world. It's entertainment, gaming. So now, all of a sudden, if I can, now it's only natural that gaming, it evolves. It's evolved my entire life. It's only natural that eventually it evolves into having real economies that you can actually interact in and profit from, just like the real world. Gaming is the metaverse. Gaming is the metaverse. And so as you get it more and more metaverse-y, that's a real word, you have to add an economic component to it that isn't just one way, because gaming has always been money go toward the gaming company and that is all. Except for like CSOG, you can sell skins and stuff, but it's still a very rudimentary version. What they're doing with Big Time, you can forge, you can make your own. The two games that I am the most excited about are Big Time and Mirandus, which is going to be done by Gala Games. I keep freezing up. That's weird. I have a really good... does anyone else see me freezing up? Because I think it might just be maybe your connection, Tough American. If Solana went tanked, could not step and just relaunch on ETH? I'm not worried about Solana going tank. I'd be more worried about. I got a lot of no's coming in. Tough American, I think it's just your connection. What was I answering? Yeah, I mean what I'm saying is stepping can go to zero as a project, regardless of what chain it's on. It's also on Binance. Steppen is on Solana and Binance chain. Gamium, that sounds interesting. Let's look at it. That's interesting. That's a nice little way to suck me in the beginning. The ultimate metaverse. I'm actually it's saying metaverse actually makes me more skeptical. That's just where I'm at, because I think metaverse is just an overused word. Center of the metaverse, centralized social metaverse that interconnects all metaverses. This seems a ways away. That's a big statement, and metaverse, what we think of as metaverse, I mean, it's years and years away. Imagine creating your own Ready Player One from scratch. 3D world. This just sounds very ambitious. I mean, could this be good? Yeah, but this isn't something I feel. Oh, I've looked at this before, right? They use Meta Hero probably to this digital identity. It's cool, but it's just. I mean, tell me, this seems a ways away from being usable, and I don't know if it might kind of be too early, is what I mean. Kind of too early. It's very ambitious, but I don't think it's something people are ready to use today from my very quick look at it, but we've looked at it in the past. Surgic, but it's interesting though to know about it early. It is, but sometimes you can be too early, and I think it's something to keep an eye on periodically. That's just I haven't done a deep investigation on Gamium, but I like the concept, and I think eventually that will become much more adopted, but I think it's just it's a ways away still. Star Atlas. I mean, Star Atlas is a real game though, right? Star Atlas is like a real game, but it does feel like in development it's a ways away. Star Atlas is one I keep my eye on, but I don't know when that's ever going to roll out. For me right now, Big Time and Mirandus. Mirandus is made by Gala. I don't know when it will roll out. I don't think they know either, but it's the same concept where it has it's a fun game in a virtual world. You know, this isn't new. World of Warcraft, Diablo. I mean, think of so many games. Grand Theft Auto. They're all in these metaverses. Technically, that's what they are. They're these other worlds that have their own economies and their own everything that are separate from the real world. Big Time, but what Big Time and say Mirandus are doing is they're going to allow you to own things in the game and use them as businesses. Like my space in Big Time, I'm going to manufacture NFTs and I'm going to sell them in the marketplace, so it's a business. And there's a marketplace. And I can play the game because I want to play the game. And I'll get NFTs and loot and Big Time coin while playing the game, but I'll play the game. Those will be just in addition to an already fun game, making it better than the other games that are out there because it's a new style. And Mirandus will be a little different because it's an MMORPG, and you're going to be able to own like a tavern, a boat, a dock, a castle, an armor shop, a weapons forge. These businesses, you can own them and then sell them to people because people in the game use them. And those people will be able to go play the game and earn, Miranda's coin. What's it called? Something else called like Mysterium or something. And Big Time has Big Time coin. So you can go to the marketplace and you can buy it with that coin. The thing is that if you buy my NFT in Big Time with Big Time coin, well, now I got Big Time coin and I can actually go sell Big Time coin for cash in this real game that is fun. That is actually fun. Not because I want it to be, because it's fun. No, it's actually fun. I don't know when Mirandus is coming out, and but keep an eye on it. Go to Gala and go look at their Mirandus section. Mirandus with a US at the end. Sounds like alluvium. It's not. It's definitely different than alluvium, but alluvium is another one that's very high on the list. Just for me personally, Big Time and Mirandus look like more games I want to play. Alluvium, every time I look at it, I'm kind of like, it's probably fun, but I'm just not used to that type of game, so I don't really get it. So I'm trying to stick to what I understand more, and Big Time and Mirandus make more sense to me. I understand them more. Zach LaForge over on YouTube says, the issue with listening to the Fed is that they tend to manipulate us and do the opposite, and the blow off top always happens when we least expect it. I understand this skepticism. You should have a healthy amount of skepticism. I wouldn't say the Fed manipulates us, because what they do is kind of so public, and you know what they're doing and what they're going to do ahead of time, and then they announce it, and then things react. The Fed is something that the market reacts to. I wouldn't say that they dupe us. In the long term, they dupe the hell out of us. But moment to moment, you know what they're doing. So in reality, in my experience, I think you should go. There's that saying, don't fight the Fed. I agree. Go along with what the Fed is doing. Like when they're printing a ton of money, cash is trash, get assets. When they are going deflationary, which is rare, most of the time they're just printing too much, but when they go deflationary like they're doing now, you want to be in cash, right? If the Fed's buying assets, which means they're printing money, buy assets. If the Fed is selling assets and sucking in money, get currency, get fiat. You want to do what they're doing. What's your Mirandus referral code? I don't have one. I didn't know there were Mirandus referral codes. But I would say go to OpenSea and go look at different Mirandus NFTs. As a matter of fact, you guys throw one in the chat. You want me to go to OpenSea and look at Mirandus NFTs? Which aren't just profile pictures. They're usable in-game assets. They're usable in a virtual world, a metaverse. Right? Imagine being in Grand Theft Auto and owning a tank. That's going to be valuable. Not just because it's cool, because you can use it in the game and go earn Grand Theft Auto coin and accomplish missions and do all kinds of cool stuff. Not Sim. I got one yes about going to OpenSea and looking at Mirandus. I'd like to see a few more yeses, because we will probably look at that for a few minutes. Yeah, Crypto Tracker. It's like Step and Shoes. You can earn with them. But imagine Steppen being a really fun game that you would play irregardless of NFTs or earning. Like Grand Theft Auto. Because Steppen's not like a fun game. It's a move to earn. Anytime you hear to earn, that means you're only doing it to earn, which means it's not fun. And if you weren't earning, you probably wouldn't be doing it. If you would be doing it and it didn't earn, then you got a winner. And then add an earning component to it after it's something people would already use if it had no earning. I saw a good number of yeses go in. Let's go to OpenSea. By the way, I really appreciate your support. Go to my resource page, follow me on YouTube. Come join the Discord. I'm in there a lot. And here's another YouTube button. Get on my text list if you want. And I got a lot of good resources. Here's my Bitcoin rewards card I use. enter the step and activation code giveaway. I give those away periodically. Gave one away yesterday. Get a shirt that actually supports me even more so. Get a ledger. Protect yourself. That's where I trade. Get yourself interest on crypto. Take my free masterclass on how I get Bitcoin and Ethereum for free. Let's go to OpenSea. So we're at Miranda's. Got the blue check. These exemplars. So it's going to be a free to play earn game. You'll be able to play it for free. But of course, if you have certain things, you can do more in the game. These exemplars are characters that you can have. And they have skills that a free player does not. Like this is a human exemplar. It's a green cloak. So let's see what they do. Green cloaks, with hands that naturally sense the grain of woods. Green cloaks are at home in the forest and the carpentry shop. Bonus to wood gathering and carpentry. So if you have a human green cloak exemplar, they're going to excel at gathering wood and making things out of wood in the game. Boats can be made out of wood. Lots of things. Houses can be made out of wood. We have strong hands. As you can see, that's a forest. This is like an anvil over here. Whoops. It's like an anvil over here. Let's look at the strong hand. All right, now it's going for about 140 bucks. That's a pretty good deal to me. In their culture, hands should never rest. They are focused and energetic workers who greatly disdain lethargy. So they're very active. They're very productive. To me, it looks like they make metal with that anvil up there, but whatever. This is a weaver, so they're going to make clothes and things out of that you can weave. This is a rider. This is a pit fighter. Let's find some other cool stuff. They have different kind, like there's orc exemplars, there's elf exemplars. Here's a milking stand. So this is like a business. This is a deed. Look at that. This is a deed. You own this. This is a deed going for 310 bucks. 5x5 structure look. A basic stand for milking cows and sheep. So you would be essentially a milk farmer and maybe sheep shearer, getting the fur off sheep. So you would be producing these raw goods like milk and fur. And you would be selling those in the marketplace. And so imagine this. Imagine you have a milking stand and you also have a somewhere that, so this is where you produce milk, but imagine you have somewhere that you also sell milk, just like in the real world. Here's a grain stand. Basic milling can be performed here by hand. So if you have an exemplar that's really good at working, with their hands, they could be here milling grain for you all the time, and you're producing raw grain that you could sell to someone that may be a baker that maybe makes bread, and of course a bakery that sells these goods. You can sell stuff like that. Simple storehouse, archery stand. Let's see what an archery stand is. A basic stand for crafting bows and fletching arrows. So here's somewhere that you could have an exemplar, and you could be making bows and arrows. And then of course you could, and then imagine you have this archery stand where you manufacture these goods, and then you have like a weapon shop, right? Let's try to find a weapon shop. Bread stand. So if you had that grain, go back to the grain. If you had the grain thing, so you could be there making grain, and then you could be baking goods here. You could take that grain and you could make them here. So you could be producing grain and turning that grain into bread, having these two different businesses that work well together. And I think you could also sell there. Look at the simple forge. Some heat and a small anvil will help village basics. So if you were, this would be making village basics. So you'd be manufacturing again. But let me find like a weapon shop. Let's try to find something like that. Meat stand, woodworking stand, weapon stand. So here's a weapon stand. Basic weapons can be purchased here. So say you have that simple armory, so you make bows and arrows. So you could be manufacturing those and selling them at your weapon stand. You could also sell them to people that own weapon stands, but you make more money if you manufacture the bows and arrows at the forge, and then you sell them in your own store, which would be a weapon stand. Do you see what I'm saying here? Let me look at you. Do you see where I'm going with this? That's a metaverse. It has its own economy. And you're not just buying bows and arrows because, whoa, I'm earning. No, you're playing a game that's awesome, and you're going to be buying stuff like this anyways, but you'll be buying it typically, commonly, with in-game coin, which is like, I think it's called Mysterium, right? So as you go out and accomplish missions and do your adventures, you'll earn some in-game coin, Mirandus, or Mysterium. And you can go use it to buy things in the marketplace. And Mysterium will have a real value, a dollar value that you can go to an exchange, probably just within the game, and swap it for like USDC. And you could send that USDC to your Gala wallet or Ethereum wallet or whatever. This is the metaverse. When people talk about metaverse, games are the metaverse. There are, good question, Crypto Tracker, are there limited supplies of these items? Yes, there are. Excellent question. By the way, if anyone from Gala is listening, I would gladly accept your sponsorship because I am excited about this. So, look, there's only, how many are there? Why is it not showing? There's, like, for these weapon stands right here, there's only 591 of them, and that's all there will ever be. Let's go back. That was an excellent question because obviously scarcity matters. A tavern. Check out a tavern. Tavern. 10 by 10 structure. There's only ever going to be 1,300 of these. 1.3K. A basic respite for all weary adventurers and travelers because in the game you need to rest your character and you need to do that somewhere. A tavern is going to be a very common place to do that. Plus, they'll be able to get meals here and replenish their energy. So you got to eat and you got to sleep in the game, right? Because it's a metaverse. It's got to be like the real world. And that this is only 0.3. I'm about to buy this damn thing. Kidding me? And there's different levels too. So you think of it as like common. There's like legendary and mythic and stuff like that. Let's look at, here's a camp. That's another place to sleep and eat. I'd rather have the tavern than the camp. Here's a halfling exemplar. Let's keep going through. Stable. Put an archery. What's the archery for? So if you're making bow and arrows in that forge, quality bows and crossbows are crafted here. So this is like that simple forge where you make bows and arrows, but here you make higher quality bows and crossbows. So you're making higher quality items that cost more. And they're more valuable in the game, not just because of their value, but because of what they actually do. A temple is a place you can go and heal, right? Heal your character if you get poisoned or something like that. An armor shop. It's Mirandus. Mirandus. A decent selection of armor can be found here. So you can buy armor at the armor shop. You can own the armor shop. Only 198 of those. And as we go down lower, a forge. Where'd that forge go? Street Gang says, who wants to live in a metaverse? I enjoy real life a lot more. It's not an either or thing. This is a game. And people like to play games. So this is a game. It's not about living here. It's about playing a game. And actually being able to earn while playing a game and make it much more like the real world. Archery, armor shop, forge. Let me scroll down a jewelry stand, cloth stand, a cemetery. So interesting thing about cemeteries, when you die in the game, you have to come back to life through a cemetery. So if I die in the game, the only way for me to come back into the game is I got to come through a cemetery. Well, guess what? People own cemeteries, so I got to pay the people that own the cemetery to bring me back to life. That's going to be pretty valuable, don't you think? 6 Ethereum for this. There's only 154 cemeteries. Slain players can slowly return to life here in this modest cemetery. But there's different levels of these too. This one goes for 6 Ethereum. But here's a farming hamlet. Wow, so this is actual like deed to a real piece of more robust property. Told you this would take a minute, so I hope you're not like tuning out. You wanted to ask me about it. I hope you're getting value out of this. Let me scroll down a hell of a lot more, see if we can find different levels. Like, see this? So this is a large mill, but you see how it's this color. So I think that is epic. What is it? It's something like that. Like different rarity levels. So they're more powerful. They can do more. Like this sweeps the smock mills are visible from miles around. It's a large mill. So they have different tiers too. Mushroom alien eye. But anyway, so I'm going to close that down. I think you guys get the point. Maybe we'll go to actual Mirandus. You guys want to? Maybe we'll take a look at Mirandus on Gala. How about that? The game isn't available yet, but you'll be able to see what some of it kind of looks like. This type of thing. They got their own marketplace. So, Mirandus is a fantasy world powered by blockchain technology, allowing players to truly create their own content and own their own stuff. You can own a boat, man. So people that go out on boats, like they got to pay you. You can own a dock. So anyone that uses a dock, they have to pay you to use it. And there's only so many docks in the world. I wish they had some. So the game's not done yet, right? So it's something I'm just paying a lot of attention to. We're almost at 2 o'clock. So I've been on here for almost 2 hours. Street Gang, it's not about either or, man. Do you think people play games now? I mean, you're clearly not a gamer. I'm not a gamer. But now I look at this and I'm like, oh, I can justify spending more time somewhere like that. Because now I can use it as I can actually earn from it by playing a game that's awesome. Yeah, I'm down for that. Gaming is just up and to the right, man. People play games. The gaming industry has been growing literally my entire life. I'm almost 40. My entire life gaming is longer than me. So if you don't want to, that's fine. But that has nothing to do with where this is going. Probably going to pop off the stream here soon. I want to leave you with a couple things. I want to just reiterate my current bear market strategy. At levels, I am buying Bitcoin and Ethereum, and that is all, until I think we hit a bottom, and I think we're at least 6 months away from a bottom. Crypto has never seen a macroeconomic environment like we are in. It is nasty. That's what I'm doing. Also, if you don't have a Bitcoin rewards card yet, get one. This is the one I use. I'm not sponsored. I don't get a damn thing for telling you this. I'm just trying to help you. I use this to buy literally everything. I average about 2.5% cash back on Bitcoin. This is not a credit card. It's free to get. There's no application. Anybody can get it, and it's free. Click the link in the TikTok bio. It's on my resources page. The link brings you here. Scroll down a bit. Here's the link for the Fold card. Right there. Join the Discord. I'm in there a bunch. A lot of good people in there. Check me out on YouTube. I put out a new video today on Dokuan and how he plans to repay Luna people. Join the Step and Activation Code giveaway. I gave one away yesterday. I'll probably give it away probably Monday. Get a shirt. That does support the channel because, I get a few dollars from that. Get a ledger to protect yourself. This is where I trade crypto. And all these links, these are all typically referral links, but that's not the point. The point is you have to use these links to actually get benefits to yourself. If you're in America, for the love of God, get a Voyager account because it's like Coinbase. It's like Crypto.com, but you get interest on your crypto. You get 9% on your USDC coin. You get 4.5% on your Bitcoin, 4% on your Ethereum, and interest on other cryptos. So having to lock them up or stake them. I'm not sponsored. Not sponsored. Use my referral code, though, and you'll get $25 in Bitcoin when you deposit or trade $100. And you know what? If you don't want to use my referral code, fine. But use somebody's because that's the only way you get the damn free Bitcoin. But get a Void. It's an app. You download it right in the App Store. Just go get it. And a bunch of other stuff here. My free masterclass, how I get Bitcoin and Ethereum for free. That's worth checking out. But other than that, I'm probably going to pop off. Been on here for about 2 hours. About 2 hours, as I usually am. I appreciate all of you being on here. I'm a little burned out. I got to eat. I haven't eaten yet today. What about that are not in America? I don't know. I know Voyager is going to be rolling out to Europe pretty soon. I know they've been approved a while ago, but they haven't rolled out yet. But other than that, I don't know. I mean, if you do want to get interest on your crypto, you can get more than 9. In my DeFi guide, again, on my resources page, if you get my DeFi guide, I got my 5 favorite protocols on there. One of them was Anchor, but that's obviously not one of my favorites anymore. So there's one more that I'm using that I'm getting 47%. This is a stable coin, USDC, and DEI is also. This is 100% backed by dollars. This is 80% backed by dollars, and then 20% by Deus, which is their native coin. I feel very this is not an algorithmic stablecoin. So this pair here earning me 47%, I feel very confident about. If you want to learn how to do that, get my DeFi guide here. It's only $20. That supports the channel, supports me, supports what I'm doing. But most importantly, it has a complete video walkthrough showing you this protocol and how to use it and everything amongst others. And you know what? If you buy this and you don't like it, just email me. I'll give you your money back, and you can keep it anyway. That sounds pretty damn fair to me, right? But that's what I got for you. Can you buy groceries with a crypto card? You can buy everything. It's a debit card. I buy literally everything with this thing. Gas, groceries, phone bills, rent, hats, shirts. Actually, you can buy gift cards through here because it's an app you download. They have different gift cards you can buy right through the app. One of them is Amazon. Do you buy things on Amazon? Probably. I do. So I get almost 7% back on my Amazon gift cards. No catch, literally. And there's Chipotle gift cards, Home Goods, Home Depot, all kinds of stuff. Free to get it. Free to download it. Click the link on the resources page. I don't get anything for it, but if you use that link, though, you get 5,000 free Satoshis by using that link. GGK over here. I hate to admit, I play GTA. I love GTA, dude. I haven't played it in a long time, but that's one of my favorite games ever. Do you think company like Rockstar Games are going to Metaverse? Absolutely. They have to, because this is going to show, and I think there's already been talks of GTA incorporating stuff like that in the future. But it's a new model that I cannot see a future where people it doesn't gain more and more market share and adoption. So when that happens, games evolve. I think it's the next evolution of gaming. It's very logical. So that's what I got. I'm out tomorrow, Saturday. So I usually don't. I do live stream usually Monday through Friday, noon Pacific Standard Time. Definitely join the Discord, by the way. I'm in there a lot. Follow me here on TikTok and on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Daily Crypto Bull across all the socials. I'll be back live again Monday. We should be having Ran from Crypto Banter. We should be having him on here next week. We'll probably co-host a live. I'm excited about it. I like Ran. I definitely like Ran. I think he's a cool guy. He's been around a while. I like Crypto Banter show. So we'll be having him on here next week. We're trying to figure out what day. I won't be live every day next week because it's morel mushroom season, and I'm going to have to go out into the mountains during the week and try to find some morel mushrooms because I don't want to do it on the weekend because too many people go to the mountains on the weekend and it annoys me. So I go during the week when there's not people, and I can go search for my morel mushrooms. It's that season. I'm very excited about it. I'm out. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you. Check out the resources page.